Hello, my name is Joshua Mugabi. Welcome you to topic 10.3, sexual reproduction in humans. We're going to look at learning outcome L. Appreciate the preventive measures for the named STIs. Note, the only preventive method recommended for young people is abstinence. Our learning activity, learners listen to a talk from a health worker or watch a video clip about common STIs and write report that includes the following: preventive measures. Common sexually transmitted infections. Item 1. Preventive measures. During a biology lesson, learners listen to a talk from a visiting health worker focusing specifically on prevention strategies for common sexually transmitted infections, STIs, in Uganda. Tasks. Give the preventive measures for common STIs in Uganda and explain how each measure works to prevent infection.
Anyone who is sexually active in any capacity, however that looks, is potentially at risk. I'm Dr. Alexis McCollum. I am an OBGYN with Washington Regional Her Health Clinic. Most common STIs are going to be chlamydia and gonorrhea, with chlamydia being more common than gonorrhea. However, some others that we see not infrequently are going to be trichomonas. And then syphilis is unfortunately on the rise in Arkansas, so we're seeing many more cases of that over the past few years. ACOG recommends any sexually active female under the age of 26 to be tested yearly. I think anyone who practices non-monogamy or has had multiple partners is going to be at a higher risk for this, so those recommendations would be for routine testing. But really and truly, if it's for peace of mind, anyone who wants to be tested can be tested regularly. So prevention is going to be number one of importance before we ever get the chance to need treatment. Prevention is primarily going to be through barrier protection. This is going to be condoms, either male or female condoms, and used every time. The consistent usage of barrier protection is what's going to provide the highest level of protection against STIs.
Okay, welcome back. Now, let's go to our question. Give the preventive measures for common STIs in Uganda and explain how each measure works to prevent infection. We want to look at the preventive measures for common STIs in Uganda and explain how each measure works to prevent infection. We have different preventive measures and how they work, or the biological principle used to prevent the infection. The first one for the young people is abstinence. Abstinence. How does abstinence work? This is avoiding sexual activity, and it eliminates exposure to STI pathogens. So young people, the main preventive measure for young people is abstinence. There is another one, is mutual monogamy. This one is for married people. And with this one, limit sexual activity to one uninfected partner, therefore reducing risks of infection. So married people should have one partner only, therefore to eliminate the risks of infection. Another preventive measure is the use of condoms. It can be a male condom or a female condom. These are referred to as barrier methods, and they prevent sperms and pathogens from contacting mucous membrane. Thereby, they will try to prevent infection of the common STI transmission. And another one is vaccination. The vaccination, for example, vaccines such as HPV, these ones prevent infection by specific viruses. We have other preventive measures. This one can be done by avoiding sharing needles and blood contact. How does it work? Which biological principle does it use? It prevents blood-borne transmission. For example, HIV, hepatitis B, among many others. Then there is regular testing and early treatment. This one will help in identifying and treating infections early to prevent transmission to patterns. Other preventive measures include good personal hygiene. How does this one work? It reduces local infection risks. Here, it's done by washing the genitals, cleaning the hands. And then we have education and awareness. This will help in that the knowledge about STI promotes responsible sexual behaviors. Let us now look at the key message. STIs are largely preventable through safe sexual practices, through vaccination, through hygiene, through testing, and lastly, responsible behaviors. Now, here are the skills acquired in our activity. There has been observation and listening skills. When you got the information from the talk from the health personnel in the video, there is also research and verification skills. When you get the information from the textbooks, leaflets, and online sources. We also get critical thinking skills when we explain how measures prevent infection, and we have communication skills by writing, by using tablets and drawing diagrams, and then the application of the biology knowledge to promote reproductive health. Thank you very much for participating in topic 10.3, sexual reproduction in humans. We have been looking at learning outcome L. Appreciate the preventive measures for the named STIs. Note, the only preventive method recommended for young people is abstinence. We have been looking at learning activity. Learners listen to a talk from a health worker or watch a video clip about common STIs and write a report that includes the following preventive measures. Please visit me at Mugabi Joshua Biology on YouTube. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe.